Are you stressed out, indecisive, and confused about your career? ECPT A120 Minutes, world's most technologically advanced career predictive test. IBM's AI and deep learning technology will match your skills and aptitude to over 1,400 careers. Get your career tested at ecptonline.com.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we are back again with ECPT Career Hours Episode 3. Sponsored by ECPT, Career Hours series not only discusses about careers or guides students for career selection, but it is about the journey where one gets to meet the real-life heroes from their own fields, whom they can connect with, ask questions, and then get their confusions clarified for a better future, for a better career for them. Before we start today's career session, just a few words about our title sponsor, ECPT. We all know that we are all going through an odd times of human history. The world is fighting against COVID, and we are unsure about our future. And with this uncertain, precarious times, ECPT, Edugai Career Predictive Test, is like a ray of hope. Powered by IBM's artificial intelligence and deep learning, it is the state-of-the-art career counseling service created by the best of the best scientists from IBM and Edugai. ECPT got launched recently, nationally, to counter future uncertainties about at least for the students and young professionals. ECPT can be considered as a perfect friend, philosopher, and a guide who provides you with scientific horoscopes. Just spare 120 minutes of your life and get a clear picture of your career. Further to this, if you seek guidance, we have an extremely talented, serious team of counselors who can guide you and advise you what is best for your life and career. With a mission of connecting and reaching students across the globe, ECPT has just started the journey. Click ecptonline.com and avail the festive offer of $999 and get your future sorted. So now we move on to our today's session. Once I read, nurses are the hospitality of the hospitals. As in the way you don't build a house without a foundation, a hospital is never been created without the nurses. Yes, the nurse or the nursing word to me comes very close to nurture, selfless love and purity. When you are a nurse, you know every day you are going to touch one life or a life will touch you. Tonight, we have an expert speaking about nursing as a profession, one of the most noble and respected professions in the mankind. From Florence Nightingale during this Crimean War of 1854, cut to today's COVID War 2020, they are the forefront runners, managing patients, screening, and taking care of them. So to know more about the nursing as a career, we have a special guest with us tonight, Professor Shanta Sahu Das, Principal, Royal College of Nursing, Durgapur, West Bengal. I would request my IT team to please connect her and share the screen.
Morning everyone, warm greetings from my side here. This is Shanta Sahu, Principals, Royal College of Nursing. First instance, let me thank Edugai and EduFair for giving this opportunity to reach out to all of you out there in these unprecedented days of this COVID situation, because life has to go on. And all around us, there is need for healthcare. Right now, the war that is going on is called healthcare war. And the healthcare warriors are none other than nursing. They are the major part of the healthcare system. So they are the major part of the warrior. They are the soldiers in the healthcare forefront. I wish all success to EduGuy and EduFair for the opportunity, for the venture, for the endeavor that they have taken to reach out to all the aspiring students out there, and to reach out all the to resolve all the queries that the parents are looking forward to. So let us start with the career information about nursing. So who was the one who started the nursing? That's none other than Florence Nightingale, the mother of modern nursing, whom you know as the Lady with the Lamp. And she actually, this year was her 200th birth anniversary. Keeping that in mind, this year also has been taken as declared as the era or the year of nursing and midwives by WHO, the World Health Organization. Right? Let me explain my journey that I started as a staff nurse. I worked also as a shift in charge. A staff nurse is the one who takes care of 1 or 2 or 3 patients, or maximum 5 patients, and a shift in charge is the one who takes care of the whole ward. Then I became a clinical supervisor, so that I was supervising at least 2 or 3 wards. Then I moved to academics. I became an assistant lecturer teaching our nurses, and then I became a lecturer, which was a promotion as an academic teacher, as a nurse. Then I again became a sister in charge after doing my master's in a big setup. And then I became a chief of nursing services. Then I also worked as a principal for the CMRI School of Nursing, and currently I am working as the principal for the Royal College of Nursing, Durgapur. All this journey, it really takes, it is just not an magic, it's not an instant, it's consistency, hard work, blessings of both your parents, your family, and definitely the teachers who are the guide in this arena. Keeping science in my higher secondary was a plus point that I chose nursing. It helped me a lot in my graduation of nursing, which I did from West Bengal College of Nursing, SSKM, Kolkata. Then I did my specialization in cardiovascular and thoracic nursing. And then I did my master's in medical surgical nursing. Now, so as you have seen my journey, what can be your journey as a nurse? So what are the courses available in India right now? That is ANM, Auxiliary Nursing and Midwifery, which is a certified 2 years course. The qualification is 10+2, and you can be from any stream, but preferably science, which will help you. But don't worry, even if you don't have science, the teachers are there to help you and guide you and hold your hands through your skill, that is your practical nursing, and your theory, that is the learning theory part of the nursing, the knowledge part of the nursing. Then we have the general nursing and midwifery, which is a diploma course for 3 years. The qualification remains the same, 10+2, which is any stream, but then definitely science is preferred. Kindly read all the selection criteria as you apply for each school. This GNM course is planned and decided to be stopped by 2021 by Indian Nursing Council. Whoever has done GNM can go for their graduation, which is not a 4 years but a 2.5 years course, which is called Post Basic BSc Nursing. This is a bachelorette course. Then we have the most important one, that is the BSc Nursing, the Bachelorette in Nursing, which is a 4 years beginners nursing course, which is till date in West Bengal, it was done through the JENPA, the Joint Entrance Examination. For AIMS also, we go through Joint Entrance Examination. For AFMC, we go through Joint Entrance Examination. But there are lots of private colleges who take it through their own selection criteria. You can apply online and go through it. So whatever it is, you have to go through the selection criteria very, very minutely to look into how the selection is done, so that you can apply properly and get through it. And let me tell you, the marks that are selected and the people who apply are very highly scoring. Like let me tell you about my CMRI experience. For the GNM diploma course, I have got max up to 98% percentage people who have got in the class 12 examination, both from CBSE board, ICSE board and West Bengal board. And the lowest that has gone up to in the selection last year was 92%. After that, you have your advanced nursing courses that you can do your masters in nursing for 2 years. The specialities which are available with us right now is medical surgical nursing, community health nursing, psychiatric nursing, pediatric nursing, obstetric gynecological nursing, and the qualification is BSc nursing. We have to look into the selection criteria, which is also again done through a common joint entrance, and you're done, and the selection is done as per your ranking. We have a very specialized course, advanced course in nursing, which is called the nurse practitioner course. For obstetric gyne, we have right now for 2 streams, that is obstetrics gynecology and critical care specialization. So they are the one, after doing this course, they lead the unit. Whichever unit they lead it, they do the complete care pathway of the patient is done by them. They are the one who coordinate the care, the medication, the entire process of the recovery for the patient in that area. We have MPhil in nursing. We have the doctorate, the PhD in nursing. We also have specialized nursing specializations which we can do for the diploma. For example, the cardiovascular thoracic, that which I have done. We have neurology, we have anesthetist specialist, we have OR nurse specialist. We have various specialization in the diploma nurses as per your interest of clinical area. Where are the places where the nurses can work? You name a place and the nurse can work anywhere. Definitely the hospital, clinics, homes, offices, nursing homes, hospice, schools, ships, military, aviation nursing, industrial nursing, wellness centers, public health offices, healthcare agencies, and also there are space nursing. So you name area and there is nurse required. Where are the places that I have told you, and which areas, which clinical expertise areas that you can work? It is up to your choice, your interest. While you are doing your nursing course, you choose, you find out your interest of work. Maybe it is medical surgical ward, critical area ward, labor and delivery unit, pediatric unit where the children are admitted, cardiac care specialized units, geriatric care units where elderly ill people are there, neurology unit, pulmonology unit, dermatology unit, orthopedic unit, surgical unit, post anesthesia care unit, recovery room unit, and of course the operation theatre. So whichever area you like, you give a choice, you work accordingly, you study well, you show your expertise, and you are selected to that area. Why is nursing, first of all, why is the demand? That you know that healthcare is demanding right now. We are looking for more and more hospitals, more and more care centers, more and more home care centers, and what else? Why the job is lucrative? Because the nursing job is flexible. The time is flexible. You can adjust your shift hours as per your requirement. Why it is required? Because initially, right now, both male and female can apply for nursing, but initially when the nursing started, it was actually led by the female candidates. That is why for female candidates, work-life balance was very much required. That's why the flexi hours, and also the flexi hours is required to give 24/7 care to the patients. Many facilities utilize the independency given to the nurse, he or she, that she can adjust her own, decide her own shift work. But again, it depends on the policy, the protocol of the institution where the person is working. Whatever career I choose to decide, I have to sit down, write down whether I am fit for that profession or not. And nursing is not different. And I'm telling you, nursing is different because you need some special criteria, not only from your attitude, aptitude, knowledge. What basically you need is your interest to take care of other people. Are you ready to take care of the sick people? If yes, nursing is for you. Do you enjoy health and science classes and do reasonably well in maths? Why you have to be good in maths to choose nursing? Just remember, for your fever you take Calpol 650 mg, right? So if an adult takes 650 mg for Calpol for his or her fever, do you think it will be applicable that amount for the child who is 5 years old? No. So the dosage will be different. Here your maths comes into the work. You need maths here. So do you have interest in learning about the human body? If yes, how it works when it is active, how it works when it is sick, then this is the nursing career for you. Do you have sense of compassion? Are you passionate about taking care of the patients? Do you desire to help others to maintain health, to prevent sickness, to recover them back to sickness, to take care of the society and advise the society and the community people how to prevent, how to maintain good health, how to maintain active health and prevent infections as much as possible? Then nursing is for you. Do you like to teach people and share information with others? Nursing is for you. Are you able to work well with others and do you enjoy being around other people who are sick, who need you? The nursing is for you. Do you desire variety of career opportunities? Because as you learn, as you advance in your education, as you advance in your skill, that is your practical experience, if you are an expertise in that, you will definitely move forward. You will be chosen for better opportunities. Are you good in oral and written communication? Nursing is for you. So let us jot down fast. Critical thinking skills, nursing is for you. Communication skills, compassion, detail orientation, emotional stability, organization skills, physical stamina, nursing is absolutely for you. The entire world is a platform of expertise for nurses. For that, you have to qualify yourself. You have to educate yourself not only theoretically but practically and expertise in your skill, in your experience in handling disease. Shortage of qualified and trained nurses in India and the worldwide is huge. As per July 2020, India has only 1.7 nurses available per 1,000 population against the WHO recommendation of 2.5 nurses per 1,000 population. In other words, the country is short of 2.5 million nurses. So the world need nurses. So nursing is an opportunity for each one of us out there. The situation is complicated. Thus, despite the fact that India actually qualifies highest number of trained nurses and gives it to the world, and it is also among the top 5 exporters of nurses. By 2030, India will need 2 million doctors and 6 million nurses. Where are we? Are we going to join the nursing profession? Yes. Remuneration. Yeah, that is the most important aspect that I think all of us have been waiting for to know. Like any other field, the salary of the profession depends on the qualification, quality of the nurse, grooming of the nurse, professionalism of the nurse, her skillful expertise in taking care of the patient and hospital management, and definitely how experienced she is. For a BSc graduate nurse, her bang on as she starts, even before her course completes, there are campus selections and she will start earning 15,000 bang on. And for government, as per the current West Bengal government, they start with around 30,000 bang on. and the salaries amount is boundaryless, and it can even go up to 6 lakhs per month. If you become a chief of nursing services, you head the nursing unit of reputed hospitals like Apollo, Medanta, Max Life Care, and blah blah. A qualified nurse can grow up to become a COO and CEO of hospitals. A qualified nurse can become an entrepreneur and start her own business. Choosing a nursing career abroad can be financially very, very rewarding. There are huge openings in Gulf countries and UK, US, and the Middle East, earning up to 7 to 8 lakhs per month. Let me give you an example. Even if you Google her out, you can see she is Dr. Santi Sajan. She started her life as a graduate nurse and a bedside nurse, and today she is the Chief Operating Officer at Apollo Hospital, Chennai main cluster. You can Google her. You can find her in LinkedIn. You can even Google and find her in the Facebook also. She is Thankam Gomez. She is the founder and CEO of Signia Healthcare. She runs her own educational institute online and offline. She trains both nurses and doctors and healthcare professionals, other healthcare professionals, to be successful in the healthcare industry. You can also Google her. You can find her in the also in the LinkedIn. Yes, so nursing needs you. Are you ready? Yes, you. Are you ready for that? Find the path that is right for you. Waiting to see you in the world of nursing. Thank you so much.
Yes, what a wonderful, insightful discussion on nursing as a profession. Our earnest thanks to you, ma'am, Professor Sahu, for sharing and presenting such a professional and in such a beautiful way of nursing as a career. Before we move on to our Q&A on nursing, a quick chat about ECPT. On this pandemic situation, despite an entire paradigm shift about the life, something has not changed, and that is our worry and our pondering about careers. Parents thinking what will happen about the future of their children. And this is the right time and suitable careers for you, and who present this is the ECPT. ECPT works like a vaccine here, a vaccine for your unwell mind and confused thoughts about career and future. ECPT will soon be available in vernacular languages. And yes, ECPT plans to present a special version for differently able people as well. Before we move on to our Q&A, I would like IT team to just show a few glimpses of ECPT for us.
Are you stressed out, indecisive, and confused about your career? ECPT A120 Minutes, world's most technologically advanced career predictive test. IBM's AI and deep learning technology will match your skills and aptitude to over 1,400 careers. Get your career tested at ecptonline.com.
Yes, we are back with our Q&A. I know the presentation was amazing, but still, if somebody has missed and we can keep it a track, I have Shabnam here, an expert in nursing tonight. Welcome, Shabnam, in this episode of Career Hours. Can we have Shabnam, please? Hello, Shabnam. Can you hear me? Okay, we can see you.
Sure. Yes, I was just trying to unmute myself.
Okay,
Hi,
okay.
Chulam. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Welcome, welcome. So Shabnam, few basic questions. I know she has touched along in detail, but still we have few questions. We have already collected it. So I'm just shifting to that. So where can I study nursing? Any specific nursing college or school?
Okay, now starting with the base, Chilam, ideally, all the medical colleges who are specific medical colleges, I am not talking of the brands under which one of the stream is medical stream. The medical colleges will definitely have a nursing course associated with it. Ideally, yeah, if you go and search in the Google, so yeah, there are a lot of institutions like AIMS Delhi. Everybody knows it is a world renowned hospital and institution. So yes, every medical college that has got the stream of nursing associated with you will offer you all the courses that Professor Sahu have already asked. So if you want specific names out, I am going to put it in the chat box and you can definitely share with the viewers.
Great. That would be very helpful for us.
Absolutely.
So, if someone wants to become a nurse, and she or he is from an arts background, is it a huge issue?
Okay, now I will definitely refer to what Professor Sahu said so that if anybody missed out can find the link to what I'm saying and what I'm
Right.
played. Yeah. So Professor Sahu mentioned that there are two type of learning courses. Okay, one is the GNM, which is ideally not the degree course. Okay, for that it is okay if even you, it is a diploma course. For do that, it is fine if even you belong to the arts. But yes, the BSc course, it itself says, Bachelor in Science on nursing vertical. Okay, that you have a mandate requirement to have your PCMB in 10+12, which is physics, chemistry, maths, biology.
So that is a degree.
Yes, that is the degree. Yes, that is
right.
A degree, 4 years degree. Yes.
So basically, a diploma can be worked out even if somebody is from arts. What I gather.
Yes, absolutely, yes. But for doing a BSc, it's a mandate that you have your, PCMB combination. Like, we have heard in the video, very rightly and appropriately put, that if even you have to calculate the dose of a particular
650 grams of,
absolutely,
yeah,
yes, which is
very
a very
nice
basic, example that she has given. You need to have your calculations right. Yeah. Now, when we say 650 mg for an adult, Jilam, to be more precise, now my adult range is from the age of 18 to the age of 100. Okay, we need to understand this. So now, if the 650 mg works for age group of maybe 18 to 35, 40. Okay, that too with certain terms and conditions attached to it, considering that you do not have any sort of specific allergy, or you do not have any sort of medical cases attached to your history. So we can say 650 mg. Definitely for a person of 65, 70, 75 years, we would not directly go for a high dosage in spite of them suffering from the same, maybe a simple fever. So there we need calculation. So yes, for the BSc degree, it is a mandate that we belong to the science stream, and we need to have physics, chemistry, maths, biology.
So I had a third question about the science degree for a nurse. So apparently you have covered that. So that does a science degree is required. So what is the minimum qualification? Because Shabnam, what I have also interacted and seen people, it's not only maths or calculations makes a nurse, you have
absolutely
care, the essence of, typical way of touching and caring people. So you can do wonderful maths, but you don't have that in you, you can't be a nurse, right? Like, what I may be a bit, judgmental here, but isn't it, if somebody asks, what is the minimum qualification to be a nurse? What do you think?
Okay, so I will tell you, I will break it up, Jilam. Now, if you use the word qualification, it has to be 10+2. There is nothing beyond that. Okay. Now, I am going to, in all my, speeches or in any of my TED Talk, I always mention this particular word, and I try to connect it with everything which is happening around the world. Okay. Yeah. Today I know the talk is on career on nursing, so I will try to connect that even in reference to what you have asked. Okay. Now, we have heard about the terminology emotional quotient, right?
Yes.
Most of us do not know what it exactly means. Yeah. So, like we have seen in the presentation, few minutes before, that there were certain specific skills and characteristics that was mentioned that you need to have, like
Absolutely.
being empathetic, being patient, being able to, you have to be a very good listener. Yeah, that is the most priority.
Important.
You need to
Ah,
understand that if you are not able to listen to the patient clearly, okay, there might be circumstances, Chilam, that you know everything. Being a nurse, you are a half doctor. Okay, so you know everything. What is wrong with
technically sound, what you mean?
yes, and you know the background and the history of the patient. But for the patient, it does not matter what you know or you don't
Of
know.
course.
They are in an unstable set of mindset, and they would want you to listen. Okay,
Yes.
so it doesn't matter if you had a bad day or somebody in your family is not right. This we talk usually when I go to have a TED talk with the hospitality people, in spite of being my profession. But it says that the skills which is required in service industry is very much similar, because we are service people as well. The
Of
nurse
course.
all around the world are
Servicing.
serving.
Yeah.
We are a part of the service industry as well. So if we are not good listeners, if we are sympathy is not the right word here. If you have
Empathy.
yes, if you're sympathetic, you can just pull yourself to a level to be doing something.
Right. Right. Right.
If you are empathetic, you can go a long way. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
more than qualification, I think you need to have certain specific skill sets that will really in this particular field of nursing will take you to the next level, take you long.
Great.
I hope I've answered what you wanted to ask.
I connected definitely. I think the viewers or the students or would-be nurses should be listening in details about this. So she did touch, but I also wanted to get another version from you. Like doctors, do nursing have any specialization courses, as in specialists? Like, do you have
Okay,
that?
so yes, so like specialization, there are certifications, maybe like she mentioned that there are different verticals in terms of medical science. Okay, in the aspect of medical.
Okay.
So now, one very simple example, and I'm sure everybody could connect. In terms of anesthesia, the doctors, we have people specializing, getting into medical science only into the anesthesia vertical. Okay, so we say they are the doctors, only they can, though every doctor ideally should be knowing the
Doing it. Right.
doing it, but we still have specialized, the top surgeons of the world. I have heard them saying, oh, we will wait for the anesthetist to come. Trust me. And we were like, okay. And we feel ourselves very superior at that point of time, that niche specialization expert does have a value. So to justify that, yes, you can do certifications, you can do small courses. This is basically of a practical aspect, so you can do 1 year of specialized specific niche technical expertise courses in certain verticals. Like if you want to go for orthopedics, want to deal with orthopedics, then you can do a course out there. If you want to go for neurology, you can go for there. If you want to go for anesthesia, maybe assisting an anesthetist, you can go for there. Yes, there are courses where you can go ahead and do this short-term practicals to be gaining or having an extra edge over the others.
Okay. Next is like, what are the organization I can join as a nurse? Are there enough requirements in government hospitals? So government job, I think people have kind of connected with nurses. I don't know, but there is a question like, what do you say?
Okay. So now I do not know if I should say this, but if I have to be very upfront and practical, uh, the life of a nurse will never face recession in life. Okay.
Okay.
Never face recession in life, because if you are born and if you're aging, I do not know anybody who is born and have not been. I would have, maybe the first person to be reaching out to that person to get the tricks that how you can't age. Yeah. So if you're aging, you are bound to have disparity within the energies in your body. Okay, I will not go into very detailed technical, but what I'm trying to say, you are not going to be similarly equally healthy when you are 18 at the age of 42. You are not going to be like that. If even you are behaving with the best of the
Like a young soul. Yeah.
you won't. Somewhere, your bone starts getting a little weak. So you might say, oh, I'm having the same amount of calcium that I used to have at the age of 18. Why is it that my bones are getting
Not working like that.
Absolutely. So if again, if I go a little deeper into it, if I was having half liter of milk for my calcium at the age of 18, at the age of 42, that is not very good for me, having a half liter of milk at one go. Yeah. So everything is interconnected. So as far as I go back, you're aging, you are bound to have certain imbalance and disparity into your biological system. You would need a regular assistance and a consultancy from a doctor. And whenever the concept of a medical practitioner comes, nurses are their better halves there. Okay, I'm just using these words to connect it better. Okay, so nurses are actually, by true practical means, are better halves of the doctors. They cannot go ahead. If even they know what to do, they need this particular white dressed, white crowned partner with them to be proceeding ahead. Yeah, so the requirement is never ending. It is going to be there. How well you progress, how well you go up the hierarchy into this sector completely depends on how you perform.
Beautiful. My next question is like, what is career growth? as a trainee nurse, if I start as a fresher, where can I reach and as a top?
Uh, I think again I need to see Professor who have just spoken a while before. I think she answered all the questions what you're saying. I'm just going to echo that. I'm just going to copy that. So quite two examples, grand women who have reached the level of a CEO and a founder of a medical association, of a medical institute. So it is not about it's a very sorry state to tell you, this profession is yet not very valued or considered in the Indian society as to, oh, you are a nurse. People doesn't even know what do they do. Yeah, as I said, if somebody hears it out, they will say, oh, better half of the doctor, really? What is that so important? So the growth is unlimited. There is nothing like you can just stop out here. If you have proved yourself over years, again, it is not about how much you know. There are a lot of people who are studying, maybe, having the same degree, the same qualification, grant institutes. It's about how well you as a human being conducting the procedure. How well are you able to connect to the person who needs help?
Maybe this is where what we were discussing, with the qualification, maybe you have those degrees.
Yes.
Or as a nurse or something doing better in career, maybe all those factors which are not there as in qualification, you have to have that in you to become a
True.
because
Absolutely.
something in service and something in you can't think of, no. So this is like
so if I can just add up, Jilam, is it fine? Do I have time?
Yeah, please
so yes, so now the career growth, when you say, I mean, there are a lot of people I know, yeah, who have started opened up their own nursing academy though it is, you need a lot of permissions, you need a lot of associations, but they have become the trainers. They are training the people all wise, and they are creating nurses who are eligible to be working as a freelancer. This concept might not be very, very valid and variant out in India, but I'm sure I can see the days right there ahead, especially after the pandemic, that, special home care nursing is going to be very, very, very well defined into the Indian societies very soon. So now it is being no more that, okay, I'm going to die working for this organization, this company till the end. I can create my own academy. I can create my own institution where I can really make such people who would be working as freelancers for the home care nurses.
So this is kind of there was a question that you unknowingly answered, I think, that can I work as a nurse and start my own business? So you can be an entrepreneur as well, being a nurse.
Absolutely.
Start your own. So this is like, this was apt with you. You never knew this question was coming. So it's
True.
a flow. So I have this question, can I work as a nurse and start my own business? So this is brilliantly taken forward by you. Like, we can start.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. When we have that option, we can have this care center or nursing center.
Absolutely.
We can move on to the last. Okay. Does a country have the best chances for nursing as a career?
You can just come again. I'm sorry.
Our country have the best of the chances for nursing as a career. Is there are better scopes in international career? So do India has that, or we need to go out, or people might think or aspire to,
Okay. Again, let me be a little upfront. What you learn here, you learn the same thing even if you're going to an international institute. Okay. Now, the implementation and execution depends on the individual and the management who is taking it up. Somebody has to bring the change. Internationally, this career is taken very seriously, and people cultivate in this career. They are investing to grow up this career. Indian government have started doing it, investing in it, educating the people as to, where can you go up to, how can it benefit you. A lot of, I repeat, I go back to my words, a lot of emotional aspect is connected to it. So career, it is you who have to identify. It is not about Indian or international. It is you as an individual who needs to make sure, who needs to see where you are wanting to take your career, which level, which extent are you wanting to take your career. So it has nothing to do with the country, nothing to do with, being domestic or international.
Great. So that was Shabnam with us for our today's Q&A session with nursing. Before we come to an end, I would request my IT team to play ECPT for our viewers. Thank you, Shabnam, once again for being here and, answering those questions. So before we end tonight's session, just a few words, as I was on and on saying, ECPT is something you should try out for your career. And with that positive note on end of today's session, book your prime time for tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for our career hours. And that would be highlighting law. Yes, tomorrow's, yes, please, yeah. Tomorrow's topic is law. And before we say a good night, goodbye to you, it is a request from our end. Don't be depressed, don't be sad, or don't be very down thinking about the negativities of life. There are lots of things coming up in life. So be positive. ECPT is there to guide you. There are the details for our ECPT. Please click www.ecptonline.com and get your festive offer of 999. Get tasted today and be a winner for tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Stay safe, be happy, and take care. Till we meet again. Bye, Shabnam. Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to them.